Hi, I'm John Hornick. Welcome to my French Faves Julia Plus series, where I make the great Julia Child's recipes with a little plus of my own. This lesson is Potage Parmentier, or potato and leek soup. The dish is named after an 18th century botanist who was a super evangelist for the potato. Julia's version is very simple. She cooked and pureed the potatoes and leeks. I have added several pluses to build layers of flavor. I start with a mirepoix of onions, shallots, celery, and garlic and deglaze with white wine. Julia cooked the potatoes and leeks in water. I used chicken stock and fresh thyme. She pureed with a food mill. I use a Ninja blender, which is much easier and yields a very smooth result. After plating, I garnish with bacon for two reasons. One, bacon and potatoes are a match made in food heaven, and two, everything's better with bacon. There's one more optional plus. You can add a little cream to taste before serving. I didn't do it for the camera, but I did do it for my guests. The cream makes this rich soup even richer. So let's start cooking. To make the Potage Parmentier in my French Faves Julia Plus series, we're going to start by putting a couple of tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom of the pot. And we're using a pretty big pot because once we add the potatoes and the leeks, they're going to take up a lot of space. The leeks will really cook down. But we're going to start with a big pot so that they'll all fit in there easily. We're going to add the onions and the shallots. All of the amounts that you need to use are in the notes, along with links to any equipment that you may need. Add the celery. And we're going to put that on medium heat. Stir it up to get all of the mirepoix coated with olive oil. And we're going to let them sweat until they're translucent. Now while the mirepoix sweats, I just wanted to show you the potatoes. I have diced them into about, quarter inch, 3/8 inch dice, and I have them soaking in water. Why? So that they don't discolor, okay? But we're going to drain the water now because we're going to put them into the soup with chicken stock instead of water, which is a plus. Julia Child, she used water. I'm using chicken stock. Okay, the mirepoix has sweated nicely. Now we're going to add the garlic. And if you watch my other videos, you know garlic burns fast and easy, okay? So what we're going to do is get it coated with the oil, stir it around, and we're going to stir it around every now and then. We don't want to stir it too fast because we want it to get some pan contact. And we're going to let that cook for about 30 to 60 seconds. Okay, the garlic has been sweating in with the mirepoix for about 60 seconds. Now we're going to add about 1/3 of a cup of white wine to deglaze. And we're going to let that cook until it is what I call just wet or almost dry. So it's going to be mostly evaporated, leaving just the flavor. Okay, the white wine has pretty much evaporated. Now we're going to add the potatoes. And the leeks. So you can see they take up quite a lot of room in the pot. Those will reduce down quite a bit. Oh, and by the way, everything that I did up until adding the potatoes and the leeks, that's plus. Julia didn't do that. I used the mirepoix, reduced it with garlic and white wine. That layers flavor. It adds flavor, okay? Now what we're going to do is give these some salt and pepper lightly. You can always add more later. Can't take it away. And we're going to use freshly ground black pepper. Now, you could use ground white pepper, okay? But I think in this application, the ground black pepper will be fine. Why might you not want to use ground black pepper? Because it can leave little black specks in your soup. But I think they're going to blend in really well in the soup. Okay, so we've got the pepper there. Now we're going to add some thyme that's been tied with a little bit of kitchen string. And that, by the way, is also a plus. Now we're going to add chicken stock. That's about 1/4 of chicken stock. Now we're going to add water until the vegetables are just covered. And by the way, the chicken stock I mentioned in the introduction, that's also a plus. Julia didn't use chicken stock. She didn't use the thyme. We're using chicken stock for more flavor and also the thyme to add flavor. Okay, now what we're going to do is increase the heat a bit, cover it, and we're going to let this cook for about, it's on medium, okay? We're going to let that cook for about 45 to 55 minutes. We want the vegetables to be very, very tender. Actually, I made a little error. Julia partially covered it. She didn't fully cover it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it the way Julia did it. So I've set the lid of the pot askew a little bit, so it's mostly covered, but there's room there for some heat to escape. We're going to let this cook for 45 to 55 minutes. All right, while the vegetables cook, let's cook the bacon that's going to be used to garnish the soup. And as you can see, I've cut all the strips in half. Why do I do that? Easier to fit them in the pan, easier to handle them. Okay, so we're going to let them cook both sides until they're just getting crispy. All right, now we're going to chop the bacon. Okay, now this is going to be a garnish in the soup. So we want the pieces to be fairly small, okay? So I'm slicing the bacon lengthwise, and then we're going to cut it crosswise, okay? There we go. Okay, we let the vegetables cook for about 50 minutes, okay? Now we want to do, and this is very important, remove the thyme and the string, because we're going to transfer these vegetables to the blender, okay? All right, now I've transferred the soup to the blender, okay? Now this is also different from the way that Julia did it. She used a food mill. I'm using a blender. I'm using the Ninja blender, which I love. I actually have a review of the Ninja blender on my blog, which is chefsapprentice.com, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to blend this till it's smooth. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, it looks beautiful, okay? Now next thing we're going to do is to strain it. Okay, now let's strain the soup, transferring it into a strainer. I'm going to have to do it, I think, in a couple batches. And as I've said during many of my videos, we'll now press it through the strainer with either a wooden spoon or a rubber spatula. Sometimes the wooden spoon works better, sometimes the rubber spatula works better. This time, the rubber spatula seems to be working pretty well. Okay, so we're just going to strain all this soup into a clean bowl or pot. Okay, we've pressed all the soup through the strainer. Now what we're going to do is rinse off the spatula. And get any other soup that's stuck to the bottom of the strainer, okay? Okay, now, if your soup is too thick, now is the time to thin it, either with some water or with some additional chicken stock. This is like the perfect soup consistency, okay? And now we're going to do, so we don't need to thin it, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the seasoning, see if it needs more salt or pepper. And it does need more salt, okay? So we're going to add some salt. Add it a little bit at a time. You can always add more. It's hard to take away. Add a little bit more freshly ground black pepper. Stir it up. All right, let's taste it again. Perfect, okay. The salty taste is just barely noticeable, okay? And that's what we're going for. Now we're ready to plate. Okay, now we're plating up. I'm going to plate only 2 bowls for the camera, okay? First we're going to put some soup into the bowl. I'm serving it as a small plate, so I'm using small bowls, okay? Then we're going to garnish with a little bit of bacon. And some chives. And by the way, if you wanted to, you could add some cream to make it even richer. I'm not doing that. Julia didn't do that. And then some parsley. And there we have it. That is Potage Parmentier in my French Faves Julia Plus series. It's also known in English as potato leek soup. You can see photos of the final dish at my Instagram, which is @ChefsApprentice, Cook Like a Pro. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.